Alright guys, so in today's video, let's quickly go over a Christina piercing. Let's talk about some basic information and aftercare, okay? So a Christina piercing is considered a female genital piercing. It's kind of on the lower part of the pubic mound. If you look at your anatomy on a female, you have where all the lines of the body down there kind of end. There's a little curve right there, and that's the bottom of your Christina, and the top of the Christina kind of curves out through the middle of the pubic mound. This is kind of falls barely into the realm of a surface piercing, but it's not. It's kind of more like an eyebrow piercing. There is a little bit of a ridge for the jewelry to sit in there. Jewelry-wise, usually you want to use a curved barbell. I like curved barbells. I think they heal really well down there, and they're really comfortable. There is another type of jewelry. It's kind of like almost like a service bar, but it's only got one end. So you have one end that's straight, and the other end has a sharp 90-degree angle. That's another really good choice for jewelry for a Christina piercing. That's just gonna have to be up to your body piercer, the piercer who's doing this piercing on you. He'll look at your anatomy and decide what's gonna be the best suited style of jewelry for you, okay? With that being said, you do start with a little bit longer bar, just like most piercings, so you have room for the swelling, irritation, all that stuff. I say they take about 3 to 4 months to heal, sometimes a little bit longer. You're gonna leave that longer bar in there for a good chunk of that healing period, okay? So once you feel like your piercing is good and healed, then I would come back in and get it downsized to a more shorter fitted bar, okay? And once again, that's where your professional piercer will look at it and figure out what size is gonna be best suited for you. Everybody is different. It's kind of like shoe sizes. Everybody gets a different size, okay? Your anatomy is gonna determine what size works the best for you, okay? So jewelry-wise, you can also, get little gems on top or plain balls. You have a little bit of options to kind of spice it up a hair, but there's not too many options, okay? You're mostly gonna just like plain balls or like little gems for the top of it, okay? Now, with that being said, with this piercing, it is a little bit harder to heal than say like any other female genital piercing. Most female genital piercings are very easy to heal. This one, a little trickier. You are going through a lot more tissue, and it also is a lot more of an exposed piercing. So if you're having any kind of activity down there, it definitely gets hit and bumped and knocked a lot more than some other piercings for that matter. So be really conscious of what you're doing there. You're not constantly knocking it and bumping it and moving it, okay? Just like any other piercing, you kind of want to leave it alone. You have a scab in there, it's constantly getting bumped and knocked and moved, it's getting irritated, and it's like picking out a scab. So we don't want to do that, okay? Hands off. Definitely don't spin and rotate that jewelry, okay? And definitely be really careful not getting bumped and knocked a lot, okay? That's so important. Once it's healed, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want to it. But during that healing process, we want to leave it alone and build a force field around it, okay? With that being said, no hydrogen peroxides, no alcohol, no Neosporin, no Bactine, like none of that stuff for clean, okay? It's all way too harsh and does a lot more damage than good, all right? It just goes in, doesn't discriminate if it's good or bad, just kind of kills everything. And because it's such a deeper piercing, there's so much more tissue you're piercing through with this piercing, that's gonna be really important because that product is just gonna it's gonna cause migration, it's gonna cause irritation, it's gonna cause all sorts of problems that we don't want and we wanna avoid, okay? What I would clean this piercing with is a sterile saline spray, all right? Sterile saltwater sprays or saline sprays, you can get them anywhere. We sell them here on the site. Also, like most pharmacies or body piercing shops are all gonna carry sterile saline sprays. Pick up a sterile saline spray and spray it on the top and bottom, morning and night, okay? That is really important. Don't skimp on that. It's so easy to do. Make sure you do it, okay? And then the last thing I'd want you to do is every day in the shower, first off, make sure you're lightly washing over the top of it with a gentle soap or whatever your body wash is, lightly. You're not trying to get in the hole, you're just keeping the area clean. After you do that, rinse it off with the water. I say kind of let the water hit it and run over it for about 20 to 30 seconds, just direct contact with the water hitting it, okay? That's gonna help rinse off anything on there. It's gonna get it all off, okay? That's what we want, all right? For the most part, these are great piercings. Just know they are a little more technical and a little harder to heal, okay? So if it's a piercing you like and you think it's worth it, go for it. They're amazing piercings. Just make sure you're doing that proper aftercare and you're leaving it alone, okay? Once it's healed, none of that matters anymore, but just during that healing process, you wanna really baby this one, okay? So hopefully you got some of that video, guys. As always, I really appreciate you guys watching these videos and following along. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate that also. And yeah, we'll see you guys next video.